Welcome to the 186th District Court. Court is in session. This is cause number 2018 CR 6805, the state of Texas versus Emmett Battle. We're here today for a plea. We're conducting this hearing via video conference using the Zoom application. We're also using YouTube to live stream the proceedings to keep the hearing public. Time now is 10:05 a.m. on the 12th day of July 2021. These proceedings are official, they're on the record, and they're being recorded by the official court reporter. Counsel and all present are instructed to act as though you were in court, and all are instructed not to record the proceedings. And if I could have the attorneys make appearances, starting with the state of Texas, please.
Chris Ramos for the state of Texas.
Warren Wolf for Mr. Battle.
And Bud Rittenauer for Mr. Battle in 2019 CR 9041.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Rittenauer. My understanding that particular case will be taken into consideration as we do the plea.
Yes, sir. But more accurately, Judge, we're going to just dismiss that out. We're going to dismiss that outright.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ramos. And Mr. Ramos, are we proceeding as charged with the indictment?
Judge, we're proceeding on count 2. We're going to waive count 1.
No objection.
All right. Mr. Battle, I'm going to use a function of Zoom called share screen. I'm going to show you the indictment in this case and have some questions for you. One is, are you familiar with this document?
Yes.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes.
Do you understand it?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf, do we waive reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to get out of share screen. I'll note that there is a discovery acknowledgement that's been signed and dated by both sides. I'm doing the same. I make it a part of the record. And then, Mr. Battle, we're going to go back into share screen for you again. I'm going to show you another document. It's called the defendant's consent to plea by video conference. Scroll down to electronic signature. I'm using my cursor to circle around. Is this your electronic signature, sir?
Yes, sir.
By signing this document, you're telling me two things. One is you understand that normally we do pleas live and in court, but you are consenting to do this by video conference. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
Secondly, your electronic signature on this document, as well as all of the other electronic signatures I have before me today, you're telling me that those are valid as if you personally signed those documents. Did you understand that when you signed this document?
Yes, sir.
I approve the consent and I make it a part of the record. And I'm showing you a document called the Court's Admonishments, several pages, so I'll scroll through, but are you familiar with this document?
Yes.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
Bottom of page 3 is electronic signature. Is this yours?
Yes, sir.
Let me get out of share screen. By signing the Court's Admonishments, you're telling me that you understand the Court's Admonishments and that you understand the rights are contained within it. Is that true?
Yes.
And that you want to give up those rights. Is that true?
Yes.
The rights that you're giving up is the right to a trial by jury. You have a right to confront the witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent, which includes the right not to incriminate yourself, not plead today. Did you understand that before you sign this?
Yes.
Sign this, you're also telling me you understand the consequences of a plea and the sentencing range for the offense of count 2, anywhere from 2 to 10 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand that before you sign this?
Yes.
I approve the waivers that are contained within the Court's admonishments, and I make them a part of the record. Also note, count 2 is assault, bodily injury of a family member, household member, second offense. Mr. Battle, we're going to go back into share screen again. I'm going to show you the plea bargain in this case and ask you, are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
There's an electronic signature to the left. I'm using my cursor to circle around. There's another one to the right. I'm using my cursor to circle around. Are these your two electronic signatures?
Yes, sir.
This document details for me your agreement with the state as far as punishment is concerned. And I'll let you know if I'm going to follow this part of the entry of your plea. First says the prosecution will only proceed on count 2. Punishment will be assessed with 2 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. I will give you credit for time served. There'll be a $100 fine. and there's no application for community supervision or deferred adjudication. Finally, one of your signatures, the one on the left, waives your appeal. Is that your understanding of the agreement, sir?
yes,
Counsel, is that your understanding as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to get out of share screen. Sir, I'm not bound by a plea bargain. I do not have to follow this. Do you understand that?
yes,
But if I do follow the plea bargain, then you lose your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
yes,
That's true unless I grant you permission to appeal or unless certain motions were filed and ruled upon. Do you understand that?
yes,
Counsel, any such rulings in this case?
no
Yes, sir.
contents,
All right, let me ask that again. Counsel, any such rulings in this case?
Say that again?
Were there any such rulings in this case?
No, Judge.
If I do not follow the plea bargain, I will allow you to withdraw the plea and will proceed to trials if this hearing never occurred. Do you understand that? Mr. Battles?
yes,
I'll note again, one of your signatures on the plea bargain waives your appeal. Are you a citizen of the United States?
yes,
If not, then a plea of guilty or no contest to the offense at count 2 could have serious adverse effects on your immigration status. And I'll note that you certified on the court's admonishments that you are an American citizen. Counsel, do you believe that your client has a factual, rational understanding of the charge pending against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's been able to assist you in the defense?
He has.
Do you believe he's mentally competent to waive rights and enter a plea here today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, to the offense that listed at count 2 of your indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
no contents,
You understand that you can still be found guilty under a no contest plea.
yes,
Other than the plea bargain, did anyone promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
no, sir.
Anyone force you or coerce you to plead today?
No, sir.
After going over this case with your attorney, do you believe that pleading here today is in your best interest?
Yes, sir.
Does the state have anything to offer to support the plea?
It offers State's Exhibit 1 and its attachments.
We have no objection to its admission.
State's Exhibit 1 and its attachments is admitted. I reviewed State's Exhibit 1 and the attachments prior to getting on the record and find that it is sufficient to support the plea. Sir, I find that your plea was freely, intelligently, and voluntarily made. There was sufficient evidence to support the plea and that you're mentally competent to enter into such a plea, and I find you guilty of count 2. Counsel, is there any legal reason as to why your client cannot be sentenced today?
No, Your Honor.
For no legal reason, in accordance with the agreement with the state, sir, I sentence you to 2 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice with credit for time served. There is a $100 fine. There's an affirmative finding of family violence as well. Is there anything else from either side in regards to the plea or to the sentence?
Judge, I checked with the clerk. 2 years is 730 days. I was informed Mr. Battle has 735 days credit. He should satisfy that judgment as soon as TDC clears all that.
I'll note judgment satisfied. Sir, this is a plea bargain case. Follow the plea bargains. You do not have the court's permission to appeal. You do not have the right to appeal. I'm also noting that you waived your appeal in the plea bargain agreement. I'm making a certification of this for the record. I'll provide a copy of the certification to your attorney to provide to you. Good luck to you, sir, Mr. Battle. Again, if there's nothing else from either side, then this matter is now concluded. We are in recess, and I'm turning off YouTube Live.
Thank you, Judge.